Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide had supported the idea of using jungle justice to discipline some erring Igbo leaders, whose adult delinquencies had instituted untold hardship and insecurity challenges against Igbo nation. OYC wishes to state categorically that Nnaya Nwodo, as former Minister of Information during the military regime of former Head of State Abdulsalami Abubakar in 1998, presented and marketed the 1999 Constitution to Nigerians without proper protection of Igbo's interests and without apologies to Nigerians. In 2019, he called the 1999 Constitution he helped the military junta to impose on Nigerians as a trained lawyer, a fraudulent document that should be discarded and usher in restructuring. Igbos had been victimized by actions and decisions erroneously took in the past on behalf of Igbo nation by few circle of Igbo elders who placed their pecuniary interests above the collective interests of Igbos and never weighed the future consequences and negative impacts such decisions will have on the lives and properties of Igbos. It's time for Igbo youth to cleanse the land and any process that will effect positive changes on the lives of her people, including stoning the circle of elders who had vowed to make life difficult and unbearable for Igbo youth. We will surely support the decision. Signed by Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzoro, President General Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide, Mazi Oku Nnabuike, Secretary General, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide. Wonder shall never end. So, Ohanaeze Ndigbo youth are coming out to align with what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying. You know, like or hate him, Nnamdi Kanu has been speaking the truth. You might not like his approach, you might not like what he's saying, but one thing is that he's always saying things are always hurting people. You know, anytime he says something, it will be as if a baby is giving you, when you are being given an injection. You know, when you are giving an injection, you are not going to be smiling. You're going to be squeezing your face. And that is how he does, that is how he says most of his things, and he goes about his things. You know, nobody, no, if you watch Nnamdi Kanu, you will hate him. You will just hate him, the way he talks, the way he does his things. But if you are objective and just try to say, let me hear what this guy is saying, which angle is this guy coming from, you'll be able to understand better. But initially, you just like, you know, you just be uncomfortable. Why is this guy so arrogant? Why is this guy so saucy? Why is this guy so, you know, just insult anybody? But when you look down, when you look deep down, a lot of people didn't really get to know him very well. And that's why people like Deji Adeyanju, at some point, later when he saw the handwriting, he now came to apologize that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, you know, this time around, he does not say anything because he now understands better. A lot of people who do not understand better, or those who are really economical with the truth, they are always like, oh, what is this guy saying? But once you begin to, you know, when you follow Nigeria politics, you get to understand him. If you don't follow Nigeria politics, if you don't know what it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a politician. But when you follow Nigeria politics, you understand him better. If you don't know anything, that you are just like, oh, anywhere belief is, oh, this one say this one bad, this one say this is bad, oh, you are just, maybe you are beclouded with the people you are supporting, oh, you just love this person, these politicians, no matter what he does, because you like him, and anything he does, whether good or bad, you don't care. Most especially when the person makes mistake or is doing something that is wrong, because you like that person, you don't even know. You don't even know better. But people who really say things, somebody might like you today, and tomorrow he now tells you that, I don't understand what you are doing now. What you did yesterday, I so much love it, but you are doing something that I can't comprehend with, I can't even relate with. The person will criticize you, and that is the kind of people that we really want in this country. Not that because you are just loyal to people to a fault, and the person will be doing wrong thing, you know, you just try to like, okay, I don't care. So if you don't understand this guy, you just like, oh, this guy, I don't even like him or whatever, or you already have a mindset, you don't even want to listen. This same Ohanaeze that they were, you know, saying when the issue of Ekoremadu, when it happened in Germany, when these guys were saying, oh, this is the reason why this is the reason why this, oh, a lot of them came out and said, oh, these guys don't have respect for others, they don't do this and this and that. Even on Ohanaeze, this council, be youth, whatever. The same thing, they said, it distance themselves that, oh, these things cannot be this and that. You cannot be doing that to our leaders and all of that. But what is happening today now? They are the ones now saying they support it. Jungle justice, they now support it. Of course, what happened to Ikurimadu? No, they didn't mean to just, no. I don't think IPOB members want to go to that extent, just to teach lessons. Do you know that since that time, majority of them, most of these politicians, they don't even want to travel out of the country because, those are the things that we are talking about. We cannot be afraid of these people, and at the end of the day, they are damaging our lives. You are respecting them, but they don't respect your life. They don't respect your future. But you can imagine what a Ohanaeze Ndigbo council saying now that Nnaya was part of the people that brought this constitution without consulting anybody. And most of the time, and most importantly, you see that they didn't, most of the, it's not, to me, it might not really be out of wickedness, but most of the time, selfishness, they don't even, lack of deep thinking, or maybe they must have been promised, oh, this and this and that, oh, this is how it's going to be, but at the end of the day, you'll not see that, oh, this thing that we did that time, we didn't look at it or check at it thoroughly, and maybe they have been promising, they've been promised one thing or the other, but at the end of the day, they will disappoint them. So now their eye don't declare, so he's not calling it a fraudulent whatever, and it was part of it, and that is what these people are telling us. Tomorrow the papa can come out, the elderly man can come out and say, oh, that was not it, will come and debunk it. But one thing is that once you are doing something, don't think that people are not seeing it. They might be quiet and be looking, they be watching events, but you think they don't know. They know. If Naya thinks that, okay, what he did that time, nobody paid attention, or himself did not even have a better understanding of what he was doing, or it could be, I'm just trying to put the whole thing together. It might be that, oh, he didn't think it through, or they have been promised one thing, at the end of the day, the thing did not come to pass. Now that's why they're calling for restructuring. So that is how it is. We need to be careful in everything we do. That's just the way it is. You people should carry on. As many that don't want us to have peace, we join their ancestors. Igbos must get to their promised land without further delay. They all must disappear for we to get to the channels of our glory. Isuguzoro and Co. are youth renegades who cursed their fathers. It's on Igbo. If you cleanse your elders, you grow from branches. You grow from the branches with roots. Who do you represent? You go to social media and rubbish Igbo. Have you ever seen Oduduwa youth cursing their fathers? Stop misleading Igbo youth because of your selfish interests and ambition. Don't mind self people giving order to stone their fathers. My friend, for your mouth. Okay, let them be stoned. An elder that was warned before the current killings happening in the East and now still refuse to adhere to the truth should even be buried alive. Okay. Until such actions are taken, Igbos and Igbo land will remain in destruction. When it says elders, it means those elders without honor, those who will see evil and look the other side, the ones who sold their soul to Fulani people. They are the ones they are talking about. Please, it is not very easy to win war when fighting in different sides of the surrendering, and be careful in taking any steps will be the decision. As humans, we are bound to make mistakes at some point. John Nayawodo is human and has made the same mistake, and thank God he's still alive to witness the result of his mistake. He therefore has not relented in his effort to correct those mistakes through his frequent calls for restructuring. I think I really agree with this person. Like I said, it could be out of ignorance, it could be out of not lack of deep thinking, or maybe they've been promised one thing or the other, and they just backfired. So that is why you could see that this restructuring is something, maybe he must have realized a mistake, just like this particular person is saying. And that is why you could see that anything without restructuring, he does not even believe in it. I don't think even with Igbo presidency, I think for some time he was trying to clamor for that Igbo presidency, but at some point that restructuring is still in his mind. Whether he realized that mistake is a different ballgame entirely. Like somebody said, nobody's above mistake. I think they should not just go in the way of try to stone them and all of that. I don't think IPOB, they don't even do such thing. What they just did to this man was just, to teach him lessons. Not that they want to take his life, and since then it has not been happening. At least it sends a signal to them that you don't joke with people. The youth, the younger ones know what is happening. They might not talk because of respect. No matter what, almost everybody still give their elders respect. But the problem is that when they do wrong things and you don't speak, some people don't speak, even in the event of the elderly ones doing the wrong things. You just have to tell them respectfully. But the situation by when they are doing wrong, you are quiet, you are this, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't talk. But some people term it as a disrespectful. You can tell an adult that this is not it. You hear your opinion, but you are going to say it in a respectful manner. That does not mean you are insulting the person. But for you not to say anything at all, because anything, whether good or bad, you have to keep quiet. Some people, maybe their tradition, that is what they do. You don't blame them. But because some people try to challenge their elder, they believe that they insult them, they don't have respect. No. When an elderly person is doing what is wrong, you still tell the person, but the manner at which you do it, that is what matters. But not for you not to say anything is not really acceptable. You still have to tell them. But in my opinion, I don't think it's you get to that level of stoning them, but let them know what they have done, that what they did, that people know what they did. So guys, let's hear your opinion. That's my opinion though. Let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.